What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. A little bit of charts and coffee this morning. Getting kicked off late. I was at a work conference pretty late last night. Had a few too many cocktails, so your boy's struggling a little bit today, but that's okay. Let's get after it. Looking over here at Bitcoin, we've been talking about this obviously a while. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Right now, one of two things is happening, guys. Let's get rid of that. One of two things is happening. Typically, we end up coming up to the top of this B wave to build a little bit of a bull flag. And I do think ultimately that's what's going to happen. What I will say is that where we're at right now, we could start flagging here. All right. Again, typically up here, but at that point, pretty negligible. We're talking about a couple percentage points from where we were at to get back up to like that 110 level that I had been discussing previously. Yeah, like 1.62% away. So if this thing wants to start flagging here, fine. It could also just be meandering, get us up there and then flag. Either way, ultimately, I do think we get back up either, from here or up here, we flag and then we go. And when Bitcoin breaks, that's the moment that the altcoins go and the Bitcoin dominance really falls off a ledge. So let's see what's going to be happening right in here. Again, this thing still could come down and then we could be doing some stuff like this before we get up here and flag, right? What I will say though, the good news and what makes me think that we might be entering a flag right now is the fact that I believe it's the NASDAQ just set a new all-time high. So with the indices taking off, breaking all-time highs, it doesn't feel like a moment where this would drop. It feels like a moment where we could come up, build some bullish strength, and then go. So let's see how that plays out. Bitcoin dominance. I've been trying to call the top on this thing, and it's just been fucking killing me, man. So let's look over here. We still have the 786 of the broader range. We did end up setting a new high over that. So I went back here to a wave count because we knew we were looking at like a wave 7 here. Let's see. And it's like you're looking at like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Let's make that blue. Then you have your ABC breakdown right here. ABC breakdown right there. Let's make that orange. And then this is what I should have done last time and I didn't, is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and right now setting a 5. So, yep, that's blue. And so what that broader thing looks like, and I'm going to measure this out with you guys for the first time here, is it looks like this could have been an A, a B, and a C before we roll over. So now what we want to do to see if, maybe that's our target there is check the distance on this. The A wave right there, about 4.56%. We've got to make sure that the C wave is at least the length of the A wave. Not yet, man. So let's see if this theory is right. This thing could get right back up there around 66.67%. So if that's the right count, that's what we could see playing out. But let's wait and see right there for the Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum, we did smack that. We came up. Last time we spoke, we said, hey, we just hit the underside of this trend line. Let's see if we can pop through it. Sure enough, we're just kind of building under it. So again, hoping that the base case isn't that this comes down first before going back up. We're just going to have to wait and see with Ethereum, but we are building right here along that bottom trend line that we had been in for a month. So really want to see us regain the upside. The crazy thing on this too is so it's building right in between that and this 382 on the macro. Like you're not getting closes outside of it, right? We're just bouncing. So building up here, like it's like a beach ball underwater. Let's just hope that it, if it pops up and it doesn't sink. So total 3. Looks like the crash is done on this too. Again, as long as Bitcoin doesn't come down, I don't expect this to either. Looks like we're just riding on top of the 0.5 right there on this whole move. So settling down right here. Let's see again. Probably just stair stepping. This can keep coming lower. That's okay, but we'd prefer it to go up. Stair step us back up here. Build strength, and then boom, we go. DXY getting really close to my level here. We've been talking about this since we were back here in March when I opened the channel. Been calling for this level, and sure enough, the crash has played out. got our crashing pattern. We knew that, all the way back in here, we could roll up there and crash again. Once we got up there, we said, guys, gonna come down, take that out. Sure enough, that's what we did. And we're looking at this area right here where we can just build a base and bounce around a little bit, and that's alt season. This was alt season in 2021. Just sat here, built a base. It was after most of the crash had already happened, right? Let's go back to 2017. Let's see what was happening during that time. It was pretty much in a drop during 2017. Let's see, the first half of 2017, though, it was kind of, right here. We had an alt season during this time, and it was just kind of sitting up at the top. But right here, I think it's going to be something more similar to that. It preceded the fall. Build a base down here, and while that's happening, the alts are ripping. Gold. Finally, dude, I've been waiting to put in the order for my wedding ring on this because I know that the price of gold is dropping, and my jeweler was all over my ass. And I was like, no, man, I'm not doing it right now. I'm waiting. I'm going to get gold down here at 2,800. So that's what I'm looking for, at least back down here around 3 before I pull the trigger on it. I'm running out of time with the wedding coming up, but gold's got a drop coming in it. And we got rejected at a great spot. We're rolling over hard now. We're down in bearish territory under the 40. It's all good. MACD, bearish cross. It's all good. Let's drop under 0. Gold's going to be dropping. Let's throw that money into risk assets and let's pop, baby. Over here on the right, the stock markets right here. Russell up 0.5%. The Dow Jones up almost a point, 0.82%. The NASDAQ, like we said, brand new all-time high. Let's go. That's huge for the markets, guys. Huge for the markets. That's going to rotate over into crypto. It's happening. Everything that we need is happening. Back here in April, people were screaming for the end of it all. Look what's happened. Bam, new all-time high. S&P, new all-time high. So the NASDAQ and the S&P both popped off into new all-time highs right now. I love that. Let's go. Investor sentiment is good. The Dow Jones, we were looking at the mini before, but similar spot. It's still going, man. It's still going. So let's see. I could see the Dow getting back up here before it slows down. I'm not sure if the Dow has another high in it or not, but some of these other indices do, and the Russell, man. This is going to get up there. It's going to get popping, and when it does, it's an indicator that the alts are ready to fly too. So I've already gone way too long on this, guys. I appreciate you listening to a little bit of charts and coffee today. If you could do me a favor, if you could follow, like, repost. Been doing TA a long time. Just want to help as many of you as I can. Last week I released an ebook on building the perfect crypto portfolio. You can check that link out in my Twitter bio or in the description of this YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.